PlayStation has got caught red-handed again, boys. That's right. After the PR nightmare that was ending physical discs, were allegedly caught using bots to undermine the Backlash, and now it only gets worse with PlayStation so desperate for good PR that people are actually calling them out on paying off multiple gaming media journalist companies to run PR for them, to run their defense for them. This is insane and ridiculous. If you like me covering this content, want me to cover it more, make sure to like the video and possibly even subscribe, boys. Let's get into it. PlayStation so desperate for good PR that they have called in the game journalists to defend them because everybody trusts the gaming journalist, right? Yeah, totally. Because literally nobody else will. Not even console fanboys. Pathetic. Yeah, absolutely. It is ridiculous and insane. But we'll get into some of this with IGN over here saying, amid the backlash to Sony's decision to end physical production of discs for new PlayStation games for 2028, data for game sales in the US showed the dominance of digital in stark terms. Also, PlayStation was also called out for allegedly fudging the numbers on physical disc sales by counting digital sales from live service games that don't have physical alternatives. It seems from data that is out now that whenever a game actually comes out as a single player title and has a physical alternative, the physical actually sells just as good as the digital, if not better. So their argument is ridiculous to begin with. But multiple gaming journalists posted this exact same thing. Nintendo Life here saying, limited physical sales data proves the format is in fact dying. Kotaku, of course, and Eurogamer, and more of these shills that are being paid off by Sony, allegedly, quote unquote, allegedly, are coming to the defense of Sony in a ridiculous fashion. But Chibi Reviews here saying PlayStation, aka Sony, is now trying to gaslight millions of people into thinking it's okay for physical media to be removed. By the way, I thought Sony didn't need to listen to the fans, boys. I thought Sony didn't need to listen to the fans. I thought they didn't need to consult with their consumers. This coming from Sony, by the way. I thought that this was supposed to be a good PR move, them ending physical discs. I thought they didn't expect backlash, or they didn't think the backlash would matter. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that now, does it? Oh my goodness. You know they are trying to pay for good PR when this is happening. Also exposes how you can't trust these journalists at all. They aren't your friend. No, they absolutely aren't. The established media gaming journalists literally need to do away with. No one trusts a word out of their mouth anymore. From Kotaku literally hating otakus to IGN giving Dragon Age The Veilguard a 9 out of 10 and Elden Ring an 8. Like, it's insane and ridiculous. But it even got worse, boys. We literally have Alana Pierce literally reporting here that Sony, not only did they do this defense of the backlash thing where they tried to allegedly buy bots and buy good PR from gaming journalists. Supposedly Sony introduced its strictest social media guidelines ever ahead of the controversial PlayStation disc announcement. Pierce said in a recent video that people working at PlayStation first-party studios told her Sony expected a major backlash before making the announcement. According to Pierce, Sony already knew everyone would be pissed off. They knew this. People working within PlayStation first-party studios told me that Sony had the strictest social media guidelines for this particular thing they've ever seen issued. She explained that Sony regularly gives employees guidance on what they can or can't say publicly. Pierce said she received similar instructions while working on God of War, but described these new guidelines as far more restrictive than anything she had previously experienced. With it continuing down here with her saying, but in this instance, it's apparently the strictest the employees I spoke to have ever seen regarding public communications. They would only have done this if they knew it was going to be an enormous PR issue. This is no surprise to them. But I thought, according to the Sony shills, boys, that ending physical media was a popular subject for Sony. I thought that was popular, a good thing for them to do, huh? Yeah, no, obviously not. Obviously, they knew this was a shit show, and they knew it was a terrible anti-consumer decision to make, and they knew people were going to hate it. They just thought that they could make more money anyway, which is insane. All right, boys, make sure to like the video if you want YouTube to count your viewers view. Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad. I'm gonna go with plastic, boys. I think it's plastic as fuck. Everybody over at Sony is literally a mannequin. They are. They have Botox from the top of their head to the soles of their feet. They are through and through mannequins, fake as fuck, tinfoil hat wearing bastards, extremists against the physical media. All right. They hate physical media and they hate fun. And I think that's obvious. All right, boys, I love all of you. That's going to be it for me. GG's. Peace.